Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hilltoppers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The sure hands, it's Jennings. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. RPO complete to open the drive. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. There he goes. And this offense is chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll pull it on the read. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's locked. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He's got the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Jennings. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Back to throw, it's Luck. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, WKU.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Offense in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Get set, get set.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Luck. Pulls it in, it's Salter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Canty. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking for space. It's Wade. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To throw, it's Luck. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over ULM. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wade. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air. It's Luck. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Finding an escape route. And he's dragged down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Purdue! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Luck. Grab near the marker, it's Canty. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield. It's Wade. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on 4th and short from the 28. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw, it's Luck. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Topper. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Now, Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up for 5. And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air, it's Luck. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Touchdown, WKU. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense, quick tempo. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jennings. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Snagged out of the air. Pulled down for the tackle. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Luck. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Cricket.
From the gun, the ground game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Boilermakers are in the hurry up. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The short hands, it's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. fires to the big fella. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
He's got it on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. So now on comes the field goal unit. This almost certainly to win the game. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Luck. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.